Hey everyone, welcome to Edison Bob. Today we talk about Karura. The first liquidity pool, the KAR KSM pool, is bootstrapping. We are going to talk about that KAR transfers are going to be enabled very soon, that the Karura Swap is going to be enabled, and once the Karura Swap is enabled, the KAR KSM pool will be the first pool that is bootstrapping. We go into the mechanics, the timeline, the risks, and the question, should I? And you also get some info on if you don't have KAR at the moment. If you like the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and also follow us on Twitter. Also, if you want to know more about the general Kusama parachain slot auctions, you can get the video from Jay Churana. He has the best updates so far and tells you a lot about all the different parachains and what is new. So let's jump in. One of the questions I got on Twitter is, what is the KAR supply and price? Is that known? So my friend, the KAR supply is 100 million and it's deflationary, but this question is more relevant. What is the price of KAR? And at the moment, we do not know because price discovery did not have a chance to happen yet. But this is going to change this week and we are all going to witness it. So the first Karura runtime upgrade is just going through and it will enable a lot of things. For example, it will enable the transfer of KAR tokens and it will enable the Karura Swap. The transfer of KAR tokens is very relevant because it means that KAR tokens can now begin to float and become liquid. And this means any account can send KAR to any account, and this also means that exchanges could now, in theory, start listing any KAR pair. For example, KAR KSM or KAR US dollar and so on. So price discovery will happen at the moment when the first exchange is going to put it live. And of course, Karura itself will be one of the very first or likely the first. So there is a wiki of the Akala Foundation that I can highly recommend. You find a lot of details, for example, on the inter-Kusama transfer. So how does it actually work? And you get all the details on how you can do this. And also the whole team of Karura and Akala is very active on Twitter. You find all the announcements and details usually there. First, for example, today we got the announcement of the KAR KSM pair that's going to bootstrap and the link to the wiki and so on, all the details. And so we go into the details of what is going to actually happening during the bootstrapping, because it's not just that the pool will be enabled from 1 second to the other, but there is a bootstrapping phase. And during the bootstrapping phase, everyone can contribute to the initial liquidity of the pool. This has been introduced in the referendum number 2 that is currently happening. So we can find the referendum being linked here. So list KAR KSM pair via bootstrap on Karura, and you find all the information on what is needed. So the trading cannot start before block number 183,600. We are going to look in a second at what date this is. And the pool has to have a minimum liquidity target of 100,000 KAR or 1,000 KSM. And each contribution requires a minimum of 10 KAR or 0.1 KSM. So these are the details. And before that happens, no trading is allowed. Yes. So how is the actual bootstrapping going to happen? You can find it on the page here, but they also have some pictures that explain it. So everyone can provide liquidity of any of the tokens. It does not have to be in a certain combination. It can be one-sided if you choose, or you can provide liquidity into both assets if this is something you want to do. What this implies, and if you should this, we talk about in a second. But let's first talk about the timeline. So there is a very practical tool if you go into the portal, and we're going to link it. And in the portal of Karura, you can find the event calendar. And the event calendar automatically fills in all the dates that are imposed by the actual democracy, and it shows in your local time. So this is an estimation of when this block is going to happen and what is happening at this point. And so we're talking about referendum number 2 that will actually bootstrap the pool. So when voting ends on Wednesday and the referendum is dispatched, this means this is the moment bootstrapping starts, and then it will take 36 hours, I think, until the bootstrap is finished. So that's 12 hours and a full day. So that puts us somewhere, depending on where you live, on Thursday or Friday, where the pool will go live. Thursday or Friday. So this is when the pool will go actually live and trading will start. This is also very convenient because the Kusama Crowdloans, the first round of the Kusama Crowdloans, is ending in 3 days. So this should be sometime around Thursday, I think. Yes, Thursday or no, Friday. So it's Friday for me when this the Kusama Crowdloans will end, and so a lot of tokens are going to be freed up, returning to their owners, and they could decide to put them into Karura or keep them for the next round of crowdloans, or choose a combination of these. If you actually want to participate in the voting, you can also do this in the Karura portal in the governance tab under democracy. So now let's talk about the actual question, should I contribute or not? And to best answer the question, you first need to know about the risks. And also for this, Akala provided this page, liquidity pools, returns and risks. So they list all of the actual returns that you could generate, but also the risk. First and foremost, impermanent loss. If you don't know yet what impermanent loss is, I can suggest to you the video of Crypto Elementary. On Twitter, it's Lima. And he is describing impermanent loss, what it means. And also you can take a look at the wiki here from Akala. So in general, what is the question is, so how can you win or how can you lose by participating in the bootstrap? Because it's one-sided, and so we had a lot of questions and discussions today in our Discord. How would this, what would this mean, and so on. But from my perspective, and I could be wrong here, you have to do your own research, please. From my perspective, when you provide liquidity during the bootstrapping phase, you are committing to the exchange rate at the moment the bootstrapping finishes and the actual trading commences. So as I see it, if you contribute liquidity to the pool, it is as if you would provide it in the actual exchange rate at the end, and this would be the liquidity pool tokens that you would be claiming at the end. We can have a discussion on this on Twitter, of course. Maybe you have some good ideas on this. That's how I see it. So one of the questions is at what point is this profitable? If you're interested in this, I also provided a video recently on calculating crowdloan profit targets. So this could be an interesting metric, because from this I calculated that we would need to have an exchange rate of 0.0068 KAR to KSM in order to be profitable against staking. So this could be an interesting support or resistance line for the price. But I could be wrong here. I'm interested in your input. One of the last questions that has been discussed on Twitter today is, what if I don't have KAR tokens? Because KAR tokens cannot be traded, you cannot sign transactions. So as we see it now, If you don't have KAR tokens, you cannot provide initial liquidity because you cannot sign transactions, and the system cannot already support you with the bring your own gas mechanism. Once the KAR KSM pool is live, you could bring KSM and the system could swap it against KAR and use the KAR to provide the liquidity for you in KAR tokens. So if you don't have KAR, you will have to wait until the KAR KSM pool is actually live. If you're already thinking about what to do on Karura once trading is live, you could also take a look at my playlist or the video on Karura's trading strategies. I'm sure I will do more videos on trading strategies in the futures, so this could be interesting to you and is of course in the description. And this brings us to the end of the video. One thread that I want to inform you about is something, a certain scheme of collaborating organizations. We are calling them the franchise. If you want to know more, just a small teaser, but we're seeing a conglomerate of actors that have created an alternative bubble of blockchain projects. So it's sort of an alternate reality where there are blockchain projects you might not have heard about, but they are shilling each other very much. They're also in connection with legitimate projects, so it's all a little bit in a gray area. If you're interested in this, just give it a look. It's a very interesting topic. And if you like the content and you want to support yourself by earning more KSM and also want to support the channel, you could be staking with us. Alice and Bob is a validator node on the Kusama network where you can earn staking rewards of 13 to 18% depending on the season and the day. If you want to know more, you will also find a link in the description. I hope you learned a lot in this video today. And that's almost it. Oh, one thing I forgot. Congratulations on Jay Charana, who is doing all the cool videos. He broke 100 subscribers, and so cheers to you, mate. And thanks everyone. Stay safe.